A mind without instruction can no more bear fruit than can a field, however fertile, without cultivation. A room without books is like a body without a soul. The life given us by nature is short, but the memory of a well-spent life is eternal. The authority of those who teach is often an obstacle to those who want to learn. Friendship improves happiness and abates misery by doubling our joys and dividing our grief. Knowledge which is divorced from justice may be called cunning rather than wisdom. A happy life consists in tranquility of mind. The life of the dead is set in the memory of the living. Gratitude is not only the greatest virtues, but the parent of all others. The shifts of fortune test the reliability of friends. To study philosophy is nothing but prepare oneself to die. If we are not ashamed to think it, we should not be ashamed to say it. Life is nothing without friendship. The face is a picture of the mind with the eyes as its interpreter. It is foolish to tear one's hair in grief, as though sorrow would be made less by baldness. For books are more than books. They are the life, the very heart and core of ages past, the reason why men worked and died, the essence and quintessence of their lives. While there's life, there's hope. To be ignorant of what occurred before you were born is to remain always a child. For what is the worth of human life unless it is woven into the life of our ancestors by the records of history? If you have a garden and a library, you have everything you need. Freedom is participation in power. The function of wisdom is to discriminate between good and evil. Boastful speeches are the first sign of weakness, and those who are capable of great things keep their mouths shut. If you have no confidence in self, you are twice defeated in the race of life. With confidence, you have won even before you have started. Your enemies can kill you, but only your friends can hurt you. Any man can make mistakes, but only an idiot persists in his error. Nature herself has imprinted on the minds of all the idea of God. I prefer the most unfair peace to the most righteous war. Trust no one unless you have eaten much salt with him. Kindness is stronger than fear. Memory is the treasury and guardian of all things. The closer the collapse of the empire, the crazier its laws are. The mind becomes accustomed to things by the habitual sight of them, and neither wonders nor inquires about the reasons for things it sees all the time. Silence is one of the great arts of conversation. Liberty is rendered even more precious by the recollection of servitude. The reward of friendship is friendship itself. The causes of events are ever more interesting than the events themselves. Nothing cruel is in fact beneficial, for cruelty is extremely hostile to the nature of man, which we ought to follow. Never was a government that was not composed of liars, malefactors, and thieves. What society does to its children, so will its children do to society. More is lost by indecision than wrong decision. Indecision is the thief of opportunity. It will steal you blind. Within the character of the citizen lies the welfare of the nation. Poor is the nation that has no heroes, but poorer still is the nation that, having heroes, fails to remember and honor them. Morals today are corrupted by our worship of riches. It is the peculiar quality of a fool to perceive the faults of others and to forget his own. The wise are instructed by reason, average minds by experience, the stupid by necessity, and the brute by instinct. Times are bad. Children no longer obey their parents, and everyone is writing a book. The higher we are placed, the more humbly we should walk. It is not enough to acquire wisdom. It is necessary to employ it. Whatever you do, do with all your might. The first duty of man is the seeking after and the investigation of truth.